My God. Well, what are we watching from this team? It starts with Bobby, right? Bobby uncharacteristically have some pretty tough giving up goals, right? Those are some of the saves he probably should have made. Now, Toronto, give them credit, right? They're playing with something. They want to destroy some of the narratives. Because as of right now, everything I said, I might have gotten wrong. This team might be the team that defies everything. Literally defies everything. What the media is talking about, how they can't finish. But look at this. They're up 2-0 against the defending champions. It starts with Bobby, okay? Because Bobby should have some saves. Next, our defense. What the hell is going on with our defense? First of all, right? You're giving up 1 or 2 breakaway goals from this Leafs team. Clearly knows how to score off of breakaways. Not like the Panthers team that has minds fucking all over the place. Can't finish it against Joseph Woll. Let me point this out. Woll had a terrific game. He's their backup. And Panthers can't do shit with backup goaltenders. They can't. One thing that gets me so frustrated is it's so preventable. I mean, you have the Leafs number for a while. Now they have our number. They figured out our game. Going on the rush, playing physical. They know it all. And you can't catch a break, man. You just can't. The third line did most of they could. You know, Marchand did everything they could. Lundell did everything they could. It all falls down to defense. You can't catch a break. Another thing, too. We can't stay out of the box. This team could not stay out of the box. And it happened in the first period, right? Oh, why are you complaining that they can't stay out of the box? I'm complaining because this is the undiscipline of the Panthers that are playing too physical, right? Now, sometimes that's what you want with the Panthers team, right? But then you have plays like that and a delayed game, because that could happen. You cannot kill off every single penalty. And what's frustrating is they just keep doing it. Oh, and the officiating. Don't get me started with the officiating. I do not want to hear people say, ref, they suck, when they are winning the game. I don't want to hear it. Some calls should have been called, right? Then you have Panthers being stupid. Then you have the Leafs being stupid. And then there was something in the second period that completely took me over the edge. Literally over the edge with me. Let's go over this game. Let's break this game down. All right, Bobrovsky going up against Joseph Woll because Anthony Stolarz was out for this game because Sam Bennett laid the hit on Stolarz. And initially, too, he was also laid hands by his own teammate, too. I wonder if that adds any pressure on the concussion. So hopefully not, though. Hopefully not. The one thing I could say why he was suspended, because he was going after the puck, Sam Bennett. People wanted him suspended. I got a comment saying he should be suspended, period. It was reckless by Sam Bennett, but in doing so, he was going after the puck. But he needs to watch his hands. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, starts with many power plays from Toronto. Kulikov interferes with Bobby McMahon. Toronto goes on a power play. 2 power play shots on goals. Tavares with the tip in that was stopped by Bobrovsky. Matthew Knies with a wrist shot that was stopped by Bobrovsky. And then there was a shorthanded chance by Aaron Ekblad. I think that was more of a clear. And then Nico Mikkola with the tip and opportunity, but that was stopped by Joseph Woll. And this power play is killed off. Another penalty on Florida. This is Brad Marchand. He trips Tavares. So the Panthers go right back on a penalty kill. Toronto, no shots on goal. And as Brad Marchand got out of the box, McMahon then trips Marchand. So Florida goes on a power play, and they score. He's assisted by Seth Jones. That's his second assist of the playoffs. Barkov gets his second goal of the playoffs. 1-0 Florida right then and there. Okay, pretty good, right? We're not complaining much about the officiating yet, right? We're not complaining much about the officiating. Carver Higgy hits the crossbar, should have went in. And then Kulikov, oh my goodness, Kulikov. Another penalty on Kulikov. This one is puck over the glass, and Toronto scores on this power play. This is a tail end of this power play. And that was a tip that went in the upper part of the net. Another Toronto player, I think it was Pacioretty, if I said it right. I don't think I did. Go shoot the puck back in the net as for extra measure. But he's assisted by Domi. That's his second assist of the playoffs. And Riley's second assist of the playoffs. So not the tip in, it's Max Pacioretty. Second goal of the playoffs. And they tie it up. Okay, fine. We deserve that kind of spanked up defense. Verhaeghe with the wrist shot that was stopped by Wall. We go to the second period, tied up 1. Second period starts 15 seconds into the period, and they score. He's assisted by Lo Serena. That's his 5th assist of the playoffs. And Anton Lundell's also 5th assist of the playoffs. And off the backhand, Brad Marchand, always knows how to defeat the Maple Leafs. I don't know about this time. He backhand the puck to the back of net by Joseph Woll. Marchand gets his first goal of the playoffs. 2-1 Panthers. We get the lead right back. And that did not last very long. It is a terrible pass. A really bad pass. Really bad pass by the Panthers. And Toronto goes on a breakaway and they score. Easily. He's assisted by Oliver Ekman-Larsson, OEL. That's his second assist of the playoffs. And Pacioretty with his 4th assist of the playoffs. And off the backhand, again, William Nylander with 6th goal of the playoffs, man. Oh my goodness, man. It's so bad. Tied up again, 2-2. So this might be a crazy game, right? Game 2 was nuts enough already. But here it go. Here comes the anger and the fire me. 8-18. Okay, Scott Lawton laid waste on Evan Rodriguez. To the board, clearly hurts. If I'm lying, then how do you explain this? I have it right here. Number 24, Scott Lawton of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Here's the hit. Bam, right? Evan Rodriguez face tries to not get much damage. Let's go back. Push from behind. Right to the board, right? Right to the board. Clearly hurt. Got part of his head, hit the glass or plastic, something like that. Tried everything he can. But when his glove might have gone here, right here as well. Clearly shaken up by it. Went to the locker room. He went to the locker room. Here's the kicker. Let me say this right here. Look at number 83 of the referee. Look at him. He wasn't even looking. He was not even fucking looking at this play. Maybe he was at the corner of his eye, but he was facing towards that way where the puck is. Meanwhile, Lawton drills Rodriguez, right? No call, except there was a call. They called an embellishment on Evan Rodriguez. Are you fucking kidding me? Embellishment? You call that an embellishment? The guy went to the fucking locker room. Are you stupid? They're so fucking stupid, man. Even the head official of the ESPN analyst disagreed with it. Oh, another thing about this too. He said the referee has it right there. He was looking at it. He was not looking at it. What are you talking about? After the hit on Rodriguez, the phantom embellishment call, Naismith comes in the aid towards Rodriguez, beating the shit out of Lawton. A whole fight broke loose. A whole fight broke loose. Each of them get called for roughing. So Lawton gets a double minor for roughing. However, because of the embellishment, that should have not been called. And he should have gotten a boarding call at least. Now, because of the embellishment call, nothing happens. No 4-on-4. This still remains a plain old 5-on-5. That is weak. Weak, weak, weak. Now, Holmberg trips Carter Verhaeghe a minute or so after. So Florida goes on a power play. They do nothing with this power play. They were shooting the puck, but kept missing the net. And either that or Toronto keeps blocking the shot. So no shots on target for this power play. Killed off. Marchand with the snapshot that was stopped by Wall. Nylander with the wrist shot that was stopped by Bobrovsky. Tavares with the backhand was stopped by Bobrovsky. Gustav Forsling with the wrist shot that was stopped by Wall. Matthew Tkachuk tries this wrist shot at home. I mean, what the fuck was Matthew Tkachuk, man? And then soon after the 10 seconds, a little bit of a break, and they score. He's assisted by Morgan Riley, the third assist of the playoffs, and Steven Lorentz. And then the former Panther, Bill Zito gave that away. He gets first assist of the playoffs, and off the wrist shot, it's Max Domi. His second goal of the playoffs. His first goal came with an overtime winner against Ottawa. Oh man, this was a very frustrating period. Very frustrating period. And I hate that I have to be worked up by this because of a huge miscall by the officials. How do you not call that a penalty, but you call that an embellishment? I mean, come on, you have to disagree with that call. Austin Matthews with the backhands, Brandon Carlo with the backhands, or wrist shot, both of which say Bobrovsky. But go to the third period. So now Panthers backs are against the wall. They're shooting the puck more. Joseph Wall. Austin Matthews with the wrist shot that was stopped by Bobrovsky. 5:33 into the period, we would get a game-tying goal. Loserinen would get a tip-in, which was stopped there by Joseph Wall, but we would get the rebounds towards Ekblad and Lundell. Loserinen would get a 6th assist in the playoffs. That's a 6. Aaron Ekblad's first assist. Welcome back, Aaron Ekblad again. Off the snapshot is Anton Lundell. He ties it up 3-3. Sparks some hope, right? 17 seconds later, they score again. Oh my God, we literally can't catch a break with this fucking putrid defense that we have, man. I really wish we did not trade Spencer Knight. I really wish we didn't trade for Spencer Knight. In fact, I really wish we kept Brandon Montour. Never think about it. But it's Mitch Marner. He's assisted by Matthews. That's his 6th assist. And McCabe, that's his 4th assist of the playoffs. Mitch Marner gets a game winner. Man, I'm so tired. I am so tired of this. I'm getting worked up because this was an avoidable situation. And Maple Leafs playing inspired hockey at home in front of their 19,000. This is not a Panthers team that played against the Lightning. Mackie Sansokevich with the wrist shot, which was stopped by Wall. Lundell with the deflection, which was stopped by Wall. Reinhardt with the wrist shot that hit the crossbar that should have went in. And there was a breakaway chance by the Panthers. I think it was Sansokevich. But Joseph Woll absolutely robs absolutely robs that shot. Forsling, too. He robbed a breakaway. My God. Empty net. Could not get a shot on target. That's it. 4-3 Maple Leafs. You know, I like to say, I still like to say, don't panic. But this is very concerning. This is very concerning game by the Panthers, where we had an opportunity if the defense just clicked in and Bobrovsky clicks in more. Should we be worried? Hard to say, really. Do we have a right to be angry at this? Absolutely. I am proudly angry at this because how performance of the defense of the Florida Panthers was supposed to be the number one defense in the league. You gave up 4 goals, and some of them were breakaway goals. William Nylander. And I apologize if I butchered the name with Pacioretty. I apologize if I butchered the name. But still, even still, you had a chance and you blew it. It starts off with the defense. Actually, it starts off with Bobrovsky and then the defense. And the offense was not clicking either. You have 3 goals, and then Joseph Woll became Joseph Woll. You know how many shots Toronto blocked? 25. Nuts, dude. I don't know what to make of it. I still like to say Panthers in 6. That means they have to win 4 games in a row. But this is a new situation for the Panthers that they haven't been in this situation in a couple of years, right? 3 years ago. Except this time we're on the road. We're not the President's Trophy winner. Winnipeg is. We're in a situation right now where the Panthers are down 2-0. Now they have to win one to have a chance. Because if you're down 3-0, if you're down 3-0 in this series, we're done. The reverse sweep is so unlikely. Even if it's the Toronto Maple Leafs. The team that the media is saying that they can't finish in the clutch situations, they just finished off Ottawa. And they're beating the shit. They're beating the crap out of the fucking defending champions, the Florida Panthers. This is a different Leafs team. But in Game 3, when we go back home, the Panthers needs to fucking dig in. Come up with the strategy and dig in. Right there, right now. Because otherwise, we ain't going back to Stanley Cup for the 3rd straight year. I don't think we can play against Dallas, Winnipeg, Edmonton again, or Vegas again. It would be unlikely at this point if we fall short of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Figure it out. Because this is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Oh, and the referees who made that call, the embellishments, get the fuck out of the league. Garbage ass referee too. I don't. Let me say this. I'm not blaming the referee. We have our own faults. Their defense's faults. But my God, that penalty should never have happened. Anyway, that's all I'll say. That's really all I'll say with this one, with the Florida Panthers. Game 3 is on Friday, and Game 4 is on Sunday, and both games will be at sunrise. They got to figure it out because we're screwed. We are screwed at this one. And speaking of Friday, right? Speaking of Friday, it's gonna be very. I think for me, it's gonna be difficult. Not for the Panthers, right? Because this will be a sole focus on the Panthers team. But there's gonna be 3 games that's gonna be happening the same night, the night of. Okay, you got the Sharks rugby. Nobody really cares much about, even though I do, because most people are gonna care about the Florida Panthers, and that's really what it is. And then, of course, you got the Marlins game. They're playing the White Sox, so the game is a little bit later. But the thing is, though, is I'm traveling. I'm going to be traveling away. I'm going to, believe it or not, folks, Minnesota. I'm going to Minnesota for the weekends. I I'm actually going to make an attempt to watch this team play at Allianz Field up in Minnesota. St. Paul, I believe. So that's going to be quite the experience. I hope we win because this was a lot of money to pay, right? This was a lot of money to pay. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna go alone too. I have a friend, he's been in these videos before. He's been in season 1 videos, and he's been in season 4 videos. Blues Nod. Hi there. He was the one that made this thing happen. So we'll see what happens, man. Am I vlogging it? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna vlog this one, and I hope with the way how our luck's been going this week, I hope we can at least pull off that win up in Minnesota, because I don't think it would be a good trip if I don't come out if we don't come out with the win. Me being in the Allianz Field attendance. So fingers crossed on that one at least. Give me that. Just give me that at least. Anyway, man, I'm done talking about this. This video's going on a little longer than it needs to be. And so, yeah, man, I'm done talking about this. Tomorrow's the night off. I think it's needed, to be honest here. So I'm going to enjoy the night off. All right, man, that's going to do it. And I'll see you guys next time. See you on Friday. You'll see me in a different location, Minnesota, in a hotel room or something like that. But anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to get going. This is Miami TVG. If you like this video, and I know some of you Leaf fans are going to be commenting and watching this video, give it a thumbs up. Click the like button and subscribe, because next time I talk about the Leafs, you're definitely going to be tuning in. So stay tuned for that at least. All right, man, that's going to do it, and I'll see you guys Friday. All right, good night.